We were pretty hot last night. I went 4-1. I hit all four of my baseball plays for you. I went 3-0 in profit plays. Marlins, boom. They beat the Rockies and put a 10 spot on them. Pirates, Phillies went way over the 8.5. Boom. And the White Sox ended up blowing out the Orioles. It was 2-all. They beat them 8-2. Boom. So 3-0 profit plays. I hit Arizona. They beat the Giants 5-4. Boom. And I lost the Netherlands. They lost in penalty kicks to Morocco. I have to tell you, the penalty kicks are just amazing. The stress, the pressure, the chaos. I watched that penalty kick game earlier that was just phenomenal, watching Germany go down at the hands of Paraguay. Paraguay is lucky they even got in the round of 32. They got in third place and got in. They were 1-1 going into it, and they got a nice call on interference on the goalie on a header that went in that gave Germany the lead 2-1. But it was yanked, and it was 1-all. They went to PKs. And, on the last shot for Germany, the guy sailed it over the crossbar by 10 feet. And then the Paraguay attempt was a blast into the upper right side of the net to win it. And I just thought it was thrilling. And, of course, Germany was ranked 10th in the whole thing with a shot, obviously, always to win the World Cup. They've won it before. But they went home. Auf Wiedersehen, see you later. And then to see the Netherlands go down, but Morocco made the semis in the last World Cup. They mean business, and they got it done in PK. So those soccer games, I got to tell you, when I was watching Germany, it was exciting as hell. And even the Brazil 2-1 win over Japan, Japan was up 1-0. They blew it. They let them score in extra time and lost. And that was all she wrote. They had them right where they wanted them. Japan's tough, but Brazil is through. They're looking for their 6th World Cup. We'll see if they can get it done. Let's just look at everything that went down. So Brazil 2-1 over Japan. Paraguay in penalty kicks in a 1-1 game. They win it. And the Germans are done. Netherlands, Morocco, a 1-1 game. Morocco in PKs does it. Netherlands and the Orange Crush go home. And that's that. How about we had the big ticket at plus like 750 on Victor Hovland? I told you yesterday, I bet on Hovland. I went to the gym to lift. And I saw this guy that I call Scratch. He's a scratch golfer. The guy, all he does is golf. And he's a great golfer. And we were walking into the club, and he goes, "Who do you like this morning?" I said, "I bet on Hovland." He said, "You bet against the best player in the world?" I said, "I got plus 750 on the Norwegian." And I, think he's got all those fans there, and he's got a shot. Anything could happen on, one hole at a time. Sure enough, 20 minutes later, Scheffler misses the 4-foot bunny. Game over, set, match. Hovland wins the Travelers, and only one playoff hole is all he needed, and he got $3.6 million. White Sox, I told you, 8-2 over Baltimore. Montgomery, the go-ahead double for the Chi Sox. Pirates 11-7 over the Phillies at the bank. Valdez, Triolo, and Rodriguez homer. Valdez as Merlin Valdez, the magician they call him. He's been hitting home runs left and right. He's only played in 16 games in the majors, and he's whacking home runs. And he did it again, back-to-back days. Bucks win it. We had the over. It cashed. Detroit 7-3 over the Yankees. The Yankees are fucking a mess right now. They're imploding. They got swept in 4 in Boston. And then they go home and lose to the fucking Tigers. The Tigers are 13 games under 500. The Yankees are 12 games over 500, but they keep losing. It's unbelievable. Casey Mize, 10 strikeouts in the Bronx. Toronto beat the Mets. Bichette went back to Toronto crying, and then he cried some more when the Jays beat him. Springer capitalized on 2 miscues to circle the bases with a Little League homer, and the Jays win at Texas 6-3 over Cleveland. Cameron Cawley, his big league debut, he tripled in the 7th inning. So what a way to start your career. Boston is hot since they played the Yankees. They beat Washington 6-3. Wilson Contreras, a 3-run shot. Durbin, a shot as well for the Bo Sox. Milwaukee 5-3 over the Reds in Brewtown. Joey Ortiz, a 2-run shot for the Brew Crew. Cubs walk off the Padres 3-2. Suzuki, the game-ending RBI single to win it on the north side for the Cubbies. Minnesota wins in Houston 5-4. 3 homers for the Twins in that one. Miami cashed a ticket for us, 10-7 in Colorado. Conine, a 3-run shot for the Fish. Dodgers 9-4 over the A's in Sacktown. Ohtani with a blast. Seattle 6-2 over the Angels in Seattle. George Kirby goes 8 innings. Cole Young hit 2 home runs in that one for the M's. And Arizona cashed a ticket for us. 5-4, they beat the Giants in the desert. Perdomo hits a 3-run double. And Marte and Arenado with solo shots for the Snakes. Here's what's happening today in knockout games in the World Cup. You got Ivory Coast and Norway. I like Holland there. And the price isn't that bad either. Plus $1.11 for them to win in 90 minutes. Then you got extra time and PKs. Is Ivory Coast really going to fuck with Norway? France and Sweden. France, the heavy favorite, minus almost 3.5 bills. That one's at 5 o'clock on Fox. The Norway game's at 1 o'clock on Fox. And at 9 on Fox, Mexico and Ecuador. And Mexico is plus 123. That one's at Azteca in Mexico City, so they're at home. Tough to beat in that place. But boy, I would take them. I'm not going to bet against them in that building. And then the France-Sweden game is in East Rutherford here in New York, where it's going to be 95 degrees sweltering heat. Heat dome in New York. It's not going to matter at 5 o'clock. It's still going to be steamy as fuck. The 1 o'clock game with Norway and Ivory is in Arlington, indoors at Jerry's World. So they're not going to have a problem. The problem will be the heat in East Rutherford in the Jersey game. And then, obviously, in Mexico City, it'll be heat and altitude. They're up at 7,000 plus feet. And good luck with that, Ecuador. Everything's under the lights in baseball. White Sox and Orioles at Camden, Fetty Cheese and Gibson Gin. Texas at Cleveland, DeGrom and Bybee. Pirates at Phillies, Bubba Chandler and Dirty Sanchez. Detroit at the Yankees at 7:05, Skubal and Schlittler. 7:07 Mets at Toronto, John McClain against Gosman. 7:10 Washington at Boston, Savali and Quinn Early. 7:15 St. Louis at Atlanta, Liberatore against Perez. 7:40 Tampa at Kansas City, Jackson Dart against Cameron Diaz. 7:40 Cincinnati at Milwaukee, Loudermilk against Sproat. I got some Sproat right here. 8:05 San Diego at the Cubs, Sears and Roebuck against Oil Can Boyd. 8:10 Minnesota at Houston, Nolan Ryan against Joe Burrow. 8:40 Miami at Colorado, Perez and Commissioner Gordon. 9:40 Dodgers at A's, Robleski against Springwater. 9:40 Angels at Seattle, Soriano against Wu-Tang Clan. And 9:40 San Francisco at Arizona, Raup against Fott. let me go back to Monday at the very least and let you in on the Wimbledon action. As far as the women's side, anything that mattered, I'll tell you what mattered. It was Coco Gauff, the 7 seed won, Sabalenka, the 1 seed won. All right, so there's the ones on the women's side. Seriously, everything else just kind of sucked. As for the men's side, some of it was interesting. I know Joker won, and Tommy Paul won. He's the 21st seed. Michael Zhang in 5 sets a winner over Cameron Norrie, the Brit, who was the 26th seed. Casper Ruud, the 11, went down. Yannick Sinner went 5 sets and won. And then I'm just looking for anything else that mattered. I don't see it. Alyssa, the Canadian, the 3, Felix Alyssa, I think he won in straight sets as well. So that was it in terms of the tennis at Wimbledon on the opening day. So I give you all the baseball. So on the ladies' side, they're playing already. Madison Keys has split a couple sets. She's got one. She won the second set against Kayla Day, an American. So they're playing right now. And when I lay this down, it'll be over before you know it. Day was up 1-0 in the third. Let's see what else is happening today in terms of matches. Anything that stands out. The 6 seed, Anisimova, she won today already on the All England lawn in tennis. Let's see about later. Swiatek, the 3 seed, is taking on Townsend, the American, coming up. And then Emma Navarro, the American, against Badosa later this morning. And then Catherine McNally, an American, taking on Gabriela Ruse. The 2 seed Rabakina is playing the French Boisson. And let's see what else. Anybody that matters here? I want to see when the 9 Noskova is playing the West German Seidel today. Serena today at lunchtime against Maya Smoke a Joint. And then that's it on the ladies' side. On the men's side, let's see what's happening later, right? There's a bunch of matches going on right now. Ben Shelton is playing Virtanen. They're in the first set. And then there's other action going on later. Taylor Fritz, the 6th seed, against Lajovic, Serbian. Let's see what else. In terms of Bublik, the 10th seed, is playing today. I'm just looking for anybody that matters that's playing that you give a shit about. The 2 seeds, Zverev, who just came off winning his first slam at the French Open. He's playing today, later this morning. Flavio Cavalli, the 9 Italian, is playing today. Wawrinka and Berrettini face off against each other today. Tiafoe, the 17th seed, the American, is playing today against Admani, the Frenchman. Let's see what else. Anyway, I guess they canceled that Taylor Fritz match, so he's not going to play. I don't know what happened there. Maybe, yeah, it says it's canceled, so I don't know. So that's everything in terms of today on a Tuesday that's happening. Let's do fast forward Ferrall in your facial. I got a lot of action here, exciting stuff. Here's Ohtani with his home run last night, a bomb. So that's very exciting. No play-by-play, just a bomb there. All right, here's this kid for the Pirates, Valdez. They call him the Magician.
Fly ball left field, and look at this. The Magician makes another one disappear. My word. Another bomb for Esmerlin Valdez.
The Magician. They come in bunches. This guy's hitting home runs left and right. Here's Suzuki at the Cubs with the walk-off at Wrigley.
Seiya, deep left. It is back. Leaping
Off the wall.
Cubs win.
Cubs win. Everybody's excited. Here you go. The PK that won it for Morocco.
Yes.
They eliminate Netherlands from the World Cup. With a loss to Toronto Monday night, the Mets have tied the record for the fastest of 50 losses in a season over the last 30 years. They're 35-50. The Warriors, who seldom come out to play, they agreed to a new deal with Porzingis. 2 years, $40 million. With a player option in the second season, so he has the option to stay. More on the Dubs in a minute. The Thunder picking up Lou Dort's $17.7 million option for this season. Joseph Nurkic is signing a 2-year, $22 million deal to stay with the Jazz. He did well with them. Landry Shamet, thank God the Knicks aren't getting rid of him. We've heard that Mitchell Robinson's going to be gone and Shamet going to be gone, but Shamet signs a 4-year, $24 million deal to come back to the champs. And I thought his role was perfect in New York. He loved it, and he got a ring out of it. The Hawks are declining Kuminga's $24.3 million team option. He'll be a free agent. The Spurs are signing Julian Champagny to a 3-year, $45 million contract extension through 28-29. The Grizzlies are trading 2-time All-Star Ja Morant, my buddy from Memphis, gone to Portland, the Rose City, for Jeremy Grant and Chris Murray. Just so you know, the Summer League is starting out. Can you believe it? July 9th, Thursday, July 9th. That's next Thursday. Wow, that is incredible. So I don't know if all these games are, I'm guessing, are in Vegas. Next Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, from the 9th through the 16th, there's games out the ass. On the 9th, Spurs, Hawks, Dubs, Mavs, Jazz, Wizards, Kings, Clippers. On the first day, I mean, it's just fantastic. Summer League out the ass. The Lions have announced that they've released Terrion Arnold. He's facing life in prison for the armed burglary, robbery, kidnapping, torture, you name it. They are in, this guy and all of his friends are in deep shit. Here is the dagger, the Martinelli goal for Brazil to win it against Japan.
Inside. Cut back and not taking advantage of it. Tanaka's given the ball away there. Bruno Guimaraes. Oh, and here's a chance. Martinelli! Brazil have won it! They've stolen it right at the death. Brazil are going through.
And that was at like the end of the game, right? Like that was in stoppage time. Ben Simmons. Oh my God, this guy's career was so great and so awful and then so average. And then he left to become a pro fisherman. Now he's back. He's training to make a comeback in the NBA. Barcelona are interested in signing Harry Kane. They love Harry Kane everywhere. He played in Bayern Munich, and now Barcelona wants him. Barca wants him. And Camp Nou, playing there. He'll light it up. It's going to take a lot of money to get Harry Kane, and they got a lot of money. The Heat, Andrew Wiggins intends to sign a 3-year, $64 million deal to stay in Miami with a player option in the third season. The Lakers, DeAndre Ayton is opting into his 8.1 player option for this season, staying with the Lakers. 9-year NBA vet Malik Beasley has been indicted on federal gambling charges related to a sports betting scheme. He is absolutely fucked. And his friend Davis, Ed Davis, I think is his name. I mean, both of those guys are toast. They got proof out the ass that he was point shaving, prop betting, shaving, doing, whatever it took to win bets, getting rebounds, scoring late, doing everything for prop bettors that were making a fortune off of his corruption and illegalities. Dabo Swinney reveals that all player contracts at Clemson include restricted free agent clauses. He said, I'm not paying a kid $1 million to have him leave after one season. If you sign to play at Clemson for Dabo Swinney, you're staying. You're going to fulfill your contract. Here is how Victor Hovland won the Travelers. Here's him making his putt on the first playoff hole.
Get in the hole! Just clipped in there on the right side.
He slid it in and they went crazy. Now here's Scheffler has to make a 4-foot bunny.
This is it. And Victor Hovland has won the Travelers.
Yeah, and I won a bunch of money on that plus 750, bitch. That was fantastic. James Harden declining his $42.3 million player option for this year. Sides are working on a new multi-year deal. This guy never stops getting gigantic contracts. Chris Johnson, the former great running back with the Titans, reveals on Good Morning America that he has ALS. He's already deep in the throes of it. He can't speak at all. He uses his eyes to look at computers that speak for him. Can't use his arms or anything already. It's a death sentence, that ALS. As you know, I've talked about ALS a million times. I worked with ALS on the McGuire Sosa home run ball tour back in the day in 99. I traveled around every major league ballpark and showed the home run balls, Sosa McGuire's home run balls, and all the sports memorabilia that we had in that traveling circus. But it was all for ALS. It's just a devastating disease. It's a death sentence. It's awful. They've never been able to figure out a cure for it. I feel horrible whenever I see it, and Chris Johnson has it, and it's bad. It's just awful. Keep an eye out for the profits. Max plays in the community. We went 5-3-1 overall last night. I went 4-1, like I said, with my bets in profit plays and elite plays. 3-0 profit play, 1-1 elite plays. Keep an eye out for the videos today on a Tuesday to make some money. It's hot as ballsack in New York City. It is what it is. It's going to be sweltering hot all the way through next week, like literally 100 plus degrees every fucking day for like the next 7-8 days. It's no joke. So drink water, drink fluids, drink vodka. Shake it out. Ooh.